Hello friends and welcome back to our Friday Flow. My name is Michela and I teach Pilates and yoga here at the Rec Center. And today we're here for a little bit of yoga. All we need today is just our mat. You can have blocks if you need them or if you think they're going to help you today, but they're not necessary. As always, I am not going to be playing any music, so if you want, you can turn on whatever music you like, whatever playlist you want to play. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Today we start on the floor, so we're actually going to lay down on the floor. So go ahead and find a comfortable position on your back. And we'll start with a little bit of breath work as always. You can bring the feet on the ground or stretch the legs all the way out. But here's a little challenge for you today. I want you to make sure that you are completely connected to the mat from the top of your head all the way down to the tailbone. So if you're like me, maybe you have a big arch in the lower back. So I choose to bring my feet on the ground and tuck that tail. Just allowing the spine to relax on the ground. Maybe bringing the arms to the sides, relaxing the shoulders. And as we close the eyes, we'll start by taking a few deep breaths here. Inhaling deeply through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And again, deep inhale and exhale. So go ahead and keep breathing on your own, at your own pace. Relaxing the muscles. And just taking time here to check in with ourselves. Checking in with our bodies, our minds. Noticing how you're doing today in this moment. And taking a mental note. If we find any discomfort in the body, if we find any soreness or tightness, sign of stress and tension. So go ahead and take another deep inhale through the nose. And this time we exhale through the nose. And again, inhale deeply and exhale fully. Starting to connect to our Ujjayi breath, our ocean breath. It sounds in the back of the throat as we inhale and exhale through the nose. One more deep inhale. And exhale all the way. Go ahead and slowly bring the knees into the chest, one knee at a time. Hugging tight and just rocking side to side. Massaging the lower back. Maybe drawing big circles with the knees, one way, and then the other. So you'll notice throughout our practice today that we're focusing a lot on the lower back. So this practice is perfect for you if you have any lower back pain or stiffness and tightness there. Maybe you're rocking the knees back and forth. And then keeping the knees in, we're going to bring the arms out to the side. Go ahead and allow the knees to fall all the way to your right as you keep the shoulders down on the floor. Maybe we look over to the left hand. A gentle spinal twist. And bringing the knees back up to the sky. We'll allow the knees to fall to the left and looking over to the right. ahead and slowly come back up. We're going to keep the right knee into the chest, extend the left leg all the way out, relax it on the floor. We're going to roll that right ankle one way and then the other. Really articulating the foot. We have so many joints in the foot. Bring in the right knee into the right arm. We're going to open out to the side, opening the hips. And then coming back to the middle. Go ahead and bring the left knee into the chest, right knee or right leg out. Rolling the ankle. Other way. And then bringing that left knee out to the side, even the hips square. Coming back to the center. Bringing both knees into the chest one last time, rocking side to side. Then relaxing the feet down on the ground, knees to the side. So we're going to practice a few shoulder bridges here. And I want you to really relax the arms to the sides, planting the feet into the ground, maybe spreading the toes wide so you have a really strong base. And we're going to start pressing into all of our toes and the heel, lifting the hips all the way up, coming up to a bridge. Now I want you to really focus here on the middle of your chest. And think about your spine. You're going to start pressing your chest down and bringing every vertebra down as you go down through the spine, rolling the hips slowly to the floor until your tailbone is all the way down. So again, big inhale, lifting all the hips up. Hold it there. And then slowly starting from the chest, you start pressing down, tucking the tail as you roll around through the spine, all the way down. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, lift, nice flat back. And as you exhale, rolling down. Engaging the inner thighs, maybe squeezing the glutes. 2 more, lift. And exhale, roll down. Last time, inhale, lift. We're gonna hold it here. Go ahead and take a deep inhale, reach the hands overhead. Exhale, bring the hands by the hips. And inhale, reach overhead. Exhale by the hips. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Slowly roll the hips all the way down. Knees to chest. And rocking side to side. Let's go ahead and make our way to our hands and knees. So we're going to slowly roll to the side. And then coming up to all fours. Slowly make your way there. And when you're ready, you're just going to start just shifting the hips side to side a little. Going side to side. And then finding a nice flat back. Coming to the center. Let's go through cat and cow. Dropping the belly, lifting the heart for cow pose as we take a deep inhale. And exhale round for cat. And again, big inhale. And exhale. Moving through one pose and the other. And if you feel like one pose feels particularly good in your body today, go ahead and hold that pose a little longer. That's just your body telling you that maybe you need that stretch. And coming back to neutral, finding a nice flat back, bring the shoulders back. We're gonna reach the right leg back, lifting the left hand forward, reaching to the opposite walls. Exhale, come back in. Inhale, left leg back, right arm forward. And exhale down. So we just inhale as we reach, and exhale as we come back. Inhale, reach, and exhale in. You go at your own pace, side to side. You can go fast, you can go slow. It's your time to explore and find what feels good. One more time, side to side. Finish strong. Go ahead and send the hips back to the heels, reaching the arms forward. Finding a child's pose. Taking 2 deep breaths here. Very good. Go ahead and shift forward. We're going to find a kneeling plank. Lifting the chest. Exhale, bringing the elbows to the ribs as you lower down. Roll the shoulders back and down. Lift the chest, gazing forward right off of our mat. Our hands are light. Tap the fingers. Exhale, press into the mat. And come back to that child's pose. Let's do that flow just a few more times. Inhale forward. Exhale down. Inhale, lift the chest, cobra. Exhale, press back to child. Inhale forward. Exhale down. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, press. Find your child. Hold it here. Maybe you sway the hips side to side. Go ahead and tuck the toes under. As we exhale, we find the first down dog of our practice today. Just pedaling the heels side to side, stretching the back of the legs. Maybe holding that right heel down as we bend that left knee, really pressing into the ground. And then other side, left heel down, bending that right knee. And then slowly walking the feet forward, meeting in our forward fold, softening the knees, grabbing the elbows, exhaling, relaxing the spine all the way. Just hang like a ragdoll for a few moments. Maybe shaking the head, yes. Nodding the head, no. Go ahead and bring the hands back down to the mat. We're going to inhale, lifting halfway. Hands can be on the ground or on the shins or knees. Exhale down. Inhale up, monkey pose, flat back. Exhale down. One more inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees, tuck the tail. Very slowly make your way up to standing. Take your time. Use that time to stretch through the spine. Roll the shoulders back and down. Bring the hands together, interlacing the fingers, squeezing the palms, lifting the gaze and the chest to the sky. So notice at this point how maybe your chest feels really tight. You haven't really worked on the chest yet. So notice how tight it feels now compared to how it will feel at the end of the practice. Go ahead and release. Begin to sweep the arms up. Exhale, soften the knees, hinging from the hips, diving down to our forward fold. Big inhale, find that monkey one more time. Exhale down to forward fold. Step back with that right foot. The knee, I'm tucking the toes, reaching the hands to the sky. Allow the hips to settle, to sink toward the ground. Bending the elbows, lifting the gaze up. Bringing the hands down to the mat, step it back, find your child's pose. Inhaling forward, exhale down. Roll the shoulders back as you lift the gaze for cobra. Exhale, press. Find your child's pose once again. Stepping our right foot through, tucking the toes, lifting the knee. We're going to come up to a crescent lunge. Take your time, it's the wobbly one. Exhale, hands to the ground. Bunny hop that back foot forward. We're coming back to forward fold. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, down. Inhale, reverse all the way up. And hands at heart. Take a deep breath here. Maybe close the eyes. Inhale. And exhale. Hands come behind the back. Interlacing the fingers, squeezing the palms, lifting the chest. Back to our camel. We go. Shine the heart through. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, back down. Inhale, monkey. And exhale, down. Left foot steps back. Dropping the knee, untucking the toes. Hands to the sky. Settling here. Stretching that left hip flexor. Go ahead and bend the elbows, gazing up. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step it back. Find your child's pose. Reaching those fingertips far away from the mat. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, press. Find that child's pose one more time. This time the left foot steps through. Tucking the toes, lifting the knee, reaching all the way up, crescent lunge. Hands come down to the mat, step it through, find your forward fold. Inhale halfway, exhale down, reverse all the way up. Back with the hands at heart. Deep breaths, inhale, and exhale. Go ahead and open the eyes, bring the hands back, interlacing the fingers, squeezing the palms, lifting the chest. You're going to keep this bind if possible, or other ways you can just try to squeeze the hands closer together. And we're going to soften the knees, exhaling, hinging from the hips. Diving down to our forward fold. Allow your head to be super heavy. The arms are still binding. Big inhale. Exhale. Release the hands down to the ground. Inhale, monkey pose. And exhale down. Right foot steps back. We're going to find a low lunge here. The knee is off the floor at this point. I'm just going to hold it here, maybe shifting back and forth. And releasing the knee down, untucking the toes, reaching the hands up to the sky. Once again, bending the elbows, coming to cactus, lifting the gaze. Can you think about pressing those elbows back as the shoulders stay relaxed? Sweep the hands down to the mat, step it back, find your child's pose. Inhale forward, we find a plank or kneeling plank. Listen to your body, whatever feels good to me. Today is a kneeling plank. Exhale down. Inhale up, back to that cobra. Exhale, press. And find your child's pose once again. Stepping through with that right foot. Tuck the toes, lift the knee, find your crescent lunge. Can you sink a little lower? Bringing the hands down, step it through to forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale down. Reverse all the way up. Palms together. Pointer fingers out. We're gonna lift the gaze, looking up right where the thumbs meet. As you keep looking up, you're gonna exhale, hinge forward, coming all the way down to forward fold. Inhale, find your monkey. Exhale down. The left foot steps back. Keeping the knee off the ground, just shifting back and forth, low lunge. Dropping the knee, untucking the toes, hands to the sky. Exhale, bend into cactus. Push the elbows back, lift the heart up to the sky. As we keep working on those back extensions, we're opening the heart more, we're finding a bigger arch. Exhale, come back, hands to the ground. Step back, find your child's pose. Maybe sway the hips at the side. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale back to child's pose. Left foot steps through. Tuck the toes, lift the knee. Find your crescent lunge. Go ahead and bring the hands down. We're going to step it through. We're going to hold it here for a moment. Head is super heavy. And go ahead and bend the knees, roll it all the way up to standing again. Take your time in this roll up. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring your feet as wide as your yoga mat. So we're coming at the edges here. And we're going to find a little straddle. So we're going to take a deep inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Dive through. Flowing all the way down. Now, if you have your blocks and you want to grab one block or two blocks and placing your hands on the block, that sometimes helps with bringing the floor a little bit higher, but it's absolutely not necessary. Actually, the best thing you can do in this moment is to really just let go, allowing your head to feel super heavy. Think of your spine as a chain. Your head is the ball attached to the end of the chain. You just want to lengthen the chain by using the heaviness of your head. Gravity is giving you a little hand too. Maybe shake the head no. Nod the head yes. Go ahead and bend the knees and roll all the way back up. Beautiful. Go ahead and turn the heels and toes out so we're rotated at the hip. And we're going to do a few squats here. We're preparing to go into garland pose, which is quite low. And some of us don't have the hip mobility or the knee flexibility to go into garland pose. So we'll do a few squats in preparation and I'll give you some options for garland. So we'll take a deep inhale, reach the hands up, exhale, bring the hands at heart as you take a little squat here. And again, big inhale, stretch the legs, exhale, squat. Trying to go as deep as possible. Inhale up and exhale down. 2 more. Last one. Hold it there. Try to keep your tailbone nice and heavy so you're not hinging at the hips, right? Staying here. Deep breaths. And then coming back up. And taking a moment. So if you have a block, you can use the block to help you out in garland pose. Some people like to sit. Just have a little situation here where you bring your blocks here and you literally create a little sit, a little situation where you can sit here. That's one option. If that feels uncomfortable or you don't have any blocks today, you can work on your core and your legs and going back to just holding that squat. It will look something like this from the front, all right? Very good. If instead you want to go into garland pose and you're like, I think I can go lower than that, you still come to the front of the mat, toes are turned out. Really think of heavy tailbone, inhale up. As you bring the hands up hard, you're gonna squat all the way down. Think sumo squat. You're dropping that tailbone. You're gonna look somewhat like a frog here, right? Hands together, pressing into the thighs so we can open up, lifting the chest. Gazing forward. Go ahead and reach the fingertips forward, rounding through the back. Bringing the hands in toward the body. We're going to twist toward the screen. So wherever you are, just look at me in the screen. You're going to reach that arm closest to me, opening up, looking at the sky. And then coming back down, and then same thing on the other side. Lift, lift, lift. And coming back down, you got this. We're going to internally rotate. So bring the toes facing forward, heels facing back, coming back to that straddle. And at this point, straddle should feel really good. Soften the knees. You're going to slowly step one foot back, then the other. We're finding a down dog. Pedal the heels. Beautiful. Go ahead and release the knees down. You're going to untuck the toes. Find a little child's pose. Sway the hips side to side. And walking the hands in toward the body. You're going to bring your knees a little wider this time. And we're going to try our best to bring the forehead to the ground. Now, if you know that your forehead cannot touch the ground, grab a block, grab a pillow, grab whatever you can so you can place the forehead down. So we round, forehead to the ground. And then maybe bringing the hands by our feet. Thinking about tucking the tail under. Taking 2 deep breaths here. And last one. Hands to the ground. Still keep tucking that tail as you slowly come back up. So go ahead and face me. So you're going to face the screen one more time. We're going to come to a double pigeon. So if you have any knee problems today, maybe tenderness, or you know that knee flexion is an issue today, we can grab a block or pillow or whatever you have close by to help you with this situation here. So a double pigeon is literally bringing one shin over the other shin. So aligning ankle and knee over each other. So again, if this is too much bending in your knee, you can have a block or a pillow, whatever it is that you have in front of you, and just simply bring your ankle on the block. So that you're still elevated, you're still squaring your hips, and you can still find this beautiful stretch in your anti-band and the side of the leg, but without having to use a lot of flexion in the knee. So wherever you are, you're going to think about growing tall, 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 bringing the arms out to the side, and exhale. Think about leaning forward, lifting the chest, so we're not rounding, lifting through the chest as we go down. You're just going to go wherever you can. If that means maybe folding down a few inches, or if that means going all